Hey guys, today we're going to be going over how to create an intro animation for your YouTube channel. Most of it's going to be in Kdenlive, but I'll go over some of the other things I learned along the way too. Enjoy! Alrighty, we are back. Took a little bit of a break, not that anybody knows, but I got kind of bored with doing Kdenlive stuff, but it's what I have. So we're back to Kdenlive, and I want to go over how to make an intro animation, which I saw on a lot of big creators' channels. So figured I would do it just as an exercise and to make it look a little bit more professional. So here's the Kdenlive project for my intro animation, and the way I'm using it practically is I actually just exported it as a video clip, and then I import that into the videos and put it at the beginning. But this is all it is. It's a little over 4 seconds. I thought it was closer to 3, but it looks like it's closer to 4 or 5 seconds. Let's go over the first video layer, which is actually just a pink background. So that's kind of the theme of my channel, is like this hot pink background, so that's what I went with, just hot pink background. And I just created that in GIMP, just opened up a new thing and then filled it with that color that I have. And then the overlay on top of that is this logo that we created a while back. And then all I did was add the composite and transform thing, which I've been getting kind of good with. I've been using it quite a bit. It seems like the most common, powerful tool in like a video editor, definitely in Kdenlive. So I like that a lot. I use it a lot. It's pretty versatile. And so we'll go back over to keyframes, right? That's what everything is in Kdenlive, is keyframes. So you can see there's a bunch of keyframes in here. And let me just start by playing the intro animation for you guys. Okay, here we go. Very simple. So it just does a pulse, and then does a little circle, goes down, comes up, and then does that little pulse again. So I just started with it spinning, going down, and coming back up, and it just looked too boring and dumb, and I wanted it to pulse a little bit. And so you can kind of see in these keyframes, these bunched together jittery ones, these are the pulse. And then this one to this one, this is the actual rotation. And I'm not going to go into super detail here because the details of how I made the logo do this aren't super important to making an intro animation. But basically, I'll just kind of show you the jitter, how I created the pulsing thing. So it's basically just an increase of size, and then you alternate that very, very quickly. So let's see, how many are there in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are about 9 of them, just to make it have that pulse effect. That's all I did. And it doesn't look perfect, but it portrays what I wanted to do. I don't know if you guys have seen that EDM channel where the entire video is just the logo kind of pulsing to the song. And I don't know, I just, for whatever reason, wanted to do something like that, so that's what I did. And then one of the things I learned that you can do that helped me do it twice, because I just had it at the end initially, and I was like, it doesn't feel like quite cohesive, so I wanted it to be at the beginning and the end. And so I noticed that you could go in, and if you do control click, you can select all of these keyframes. And then this is not easy to do, but then you can go to where you want to add, like, let's just say you want to go add another round of them. You can go over here and paste them. Maybe. Did I copy that correctly? Okay, yeah, and of course we ran out of room, so the keyframes just get cut off, but you can control select a copy, or not a copy, but you can control select a group of keyframes and then paste them somewhere else. So I'm not going to save this, so I have no problem just deleting these. Let's just delete all these, and I can show you kind of what that would look like. Because we don't have enough room currently to do it. But now I can actually, I should be able to do this. Control click, they're all red. Control C to copy. And then I'm just going to go over here and just kind of eyeball it like, yeah, maybe it needs to be right here. And then boom, you can place that entire sequence again. And we can just play that from here. Yeah, basically, it's effectively the same thing as I had before. Just copy paste it. So that was a cool trick I learned. And then let's just kind of go over some of the non-Kdenlive things that went into this, which is actually the more interesting part in my opinion. So if you look down here, there's an audio track in here. And that's what you're hearing if you didn't already notice. There's a like background music. And it's very nondescript. It almost just sounds like water drops echoing or something. But not in order to do that, but the cool thing I found in this YouTube Creator Studio is they have an audio library. And they have music, sound effects, starred, which, oh, that's not a list. That's something you create. But yeah, so I went just into this music section, started listening to clips, and they have, you know, genres, mood, all of that stuff. But I was literally just clicking, trying to find something that sounded cool and kind of had like an intro feel to it. And I don't even remember what it was called. I think it was just on this first page. It's one of these. Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I heard it and I was just like, oh, that's very, very generic but cool sounding. So I selected that one. You can download it, and then you get the entire MP3, and you can import that into Kdenlive and chop it up how you want to. So this is a great tool that I will hopefully be using in the future more, because what a great resource for. You don't have to, you know, go to SoundCloud or whatever else sources. You don't have to try and find some third-party site that has, you know, copyright-free music or anything like that, because you never know if that stuff is illegally uploaded and it is copyrighted, and then you're going to put it on your YouTube channel and then have copyright problems. So just go to the source, you know. YouTube's the one determining whether you've broken any copyright laws, and so, or rules, whatever. I don't know the laws, but rules. And so if you go to their library, just what an easy step to take, right? You know for a fact that anything on here, they're not gonna deem that it's not fair use to use it. So this is a great tool. I've only used it the once, but I think this is a great tool for anybody starting, and I'm sure a ton of advanced YouTubers use this as well. What was the other thing I wanted to look at? Oh, okay. The one other thing too that is a little off topic, but kind of along the lines of just tools that are great for YouTubers to have, is I found this site. I can't remember how I stumbled upon it. I was looking for something very specific, and I found this KDE store, store.kde.org, and I will link this in the description. But basically, it's a bunch of free Kdenlive things. So they have Kdenlive effect templates. The one that I was actually looking for was this Kdenlive title templates. So every time I put text on the screen, it looks really janky, and it looks like, you know, I spent 10 seconds on it, which I did. And so I wanted to see if there was some pre-built text that looked a lot better, and that's what this Kdenlive title templates is. So in Kdenlive, what that looks like is you can do this thing called add template title, and it comes with, is it 3? I thought it was 2. Okay, so it comes with 3, I guess, and they already immediately look better than just typing text in. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I saw that there are only 3, and I was like, there must be a way to import these or download these if there's only 3. Because, you know, if it's a built-in non-extendable feature, then you'd expect there to be like 20 templates or whatever. Kind of like word art in Microsoft Word, you know. They have a bunch of templates and you can tweak them and all that, but basically what you see is what you get. Whereas this, it's like, oh, there's only 3 and they're very simple. So this is a tool that you can use. At least that's where my mind went. And so that's when I searched for it and I stumbled upon this site. And so, yeah, they have pre-built template titles for you to go through and look at. And, you know, some of them are very simple like this, but still, it's like, if I wanted to try and create this in Kdenlive, I have no idea. I could probably create something like this in GIMP, but then if you create something like this in GIMP or photo editing software or any sort of graphics, picture rendering stuff, then you have to go and change that in different software every single time you want it to be different text. So it's just not a usable workflow for me, being a single person trying to upload videos. I don't have a team, you know, I can't just be running Photoshop or GIMP all the time like that. So love this site. I think this will save me a ton of time. There's a lot of just real simple, easy to use stuff in here. So recommend checking this out if you're going down the Kdenlive rabbit hole like I am. I think that's just about it. I think that's all I wanted to go over. All right, guys, that's all I had for today. So thanks for checking it out, and hopefully that helps you get started with creating an intro animation for your YouTube channel. Thanks. Brilliant.